I'm back with another video. So today for this video, I'm going to unbox the W Korea magazines that Taeyong did. I got the magazines from Coco Dive. I was given the link by someone on Instagram, which I'm really grateful because I really wanted to get these magazines. Okay, I got it. Yay! Check this. So I was actually gonna unbox this and then do like a Q&A in the same day. I would have had to wait like 2 or 3 more days to two more days to open up the magazines, because I would have had to wait till Thursday morning, but I just didn't want to wait. I felt like it would be too long, and I really wanted to see the magazines. Oh, I can see them right now. But yeah, I thought they'd be like small. This is a whole textbook. Ah, okay. Oh, jeez. I'm scared. Holy crap. These are huge. So the first one is this one. He looks so good. Wait a sec. And then there's this one. His tattoo. I was curious to know what his tattoo right there is, but I don't know. I can't tell what it is. Okay. Oh, and then this one. Oh, wait, I know that tattoo. Okay. Astro Boy. Astro Boy. I remember there was a movie about Astro Boy. Okay, so that's what his tattoo. That's hella cute. That's really cute. Lately, I've been thinking about like moving out, or like how I would like decorate my own apartment. And I recently went to IKEA for the first time with a friend from work, and I was just thinking like how I would want a really cute table to put like magazines. I feel like this would be really cute to like put right there. I don't know. I think I'd get a white table. I feel like all my furniture would probably be white. I don't know. Okay. I'm in love with this one. Just the hair, the outfit, the bag, the pose. So today I'm going to do a Q&A video. I have a bunch of questions that you guys had sent me, and I organized them into a list, and it's quite a lot, but I went through them and kind of not a lot. Then I think I'll keep most of them. I do have different categories for the questions that I put them in, so that'll make it easier, and I'll probably have like little timestamps, but we'll see. Let's see. Before I get started, I did go to the bookstore this morning, and I picked up a couple books, so I thought I would do a little book haul for what I got. So I got volume 3 of Skip and Loafer. This is a really cute series, and I think I have the second one. I don't remember. I hope I do. Then there's this other series called Golden Japanese. I have the first 2 volumes, and I was hoping to get the next 2 or the next ones, and I got lucky and I found volume 3 of volume 4 of Golden Japanese. And then there's The King's Beast. I got this fig pin from Demon Slayer of Nezuko. I'll put it here for now. So Nezuko. And then the books I got that are in this bag, I got 11 and 12. So Hell's Paradise. I think this there's one more volume, volume 13, and I think that's it for the series. Then I have Star-Crossed. This one's a little spicy, but it's a really good story. It's a cute story. Then I have volume 3 of I Cannot Reach You. It's also a cute story, and I've been waiting to go to the bookstore to get this one, and I'm glad they had it in stock. The main reason I went to the bookstore was to pick up these 2 books. I've been waiting a long time to get volume 2 of my summer review. I have the first one, and it was also on 50% off. Like, you buy one, you get one 50% off. So I got that one from the table, which coincidentally also had this one for 50. You buy one, you get 50% off the other one. And they were the 2 books that I needed to get. So I got that one, and then I got the second volume of Heaven Official's Blessing. So now is it for this little book haul. But let's get started on the questions. Can you do a backflip? I cannot. I am not flexible. Where are you from? What's your nationality? I am from Mexico. I was born in the city of Durango. Why did I say it like that? Durango. It's known for being for scorpions. Next question is, would you ever want a boyfriend? I think so, yeah. It's not something that I'm like constantly thinking about or like stressing out about. I'm the type of person that really has to like someone or connect with someone to spend time with or to get to know them. The whole dating app kind of thing is not my thing. I need to be face to face with the person. I have to get to know a person first before having any idea of whether like I like them as a friend or as more than a friend. And very often I really like that person more as a friend. Yeah, I think, yeah, I would want a boyfriend, but it's not my priority. It's not my number one thing. This question is, where is the place you would like to travel to? Places I'd like to go, Japan for one. There's a lot of pretty areas like the countryside. New York. I think I can go to New York, so New York. Maybe Korea. I'd like to visit my where I was born, Mexico. All right. What advice would you give to your 16-year-old self? What's one piece of advice you would give to your younger self if given the opportunity? I think a piece of advice I would give myself is that once I start working, I should make an effort to save money and to kind of really understand what it means to earn money. Also, I wish I was more diligent about learning how to drive, because right now I'd be driving and it would be very convenient for all the things I have to do. Then there's, what are your hobbies? My hobbies are reading. That includes manga and just novels, painting, art in general, yeah. Listening to music. I picked up sewing. I used to do a lot of that when I was younger, but I wanted to pick it up again, so I got like a little kit. And I've been wanting to learn Japanese, but it's kind of hard. What's your favorite childhood movie or cartoon? I'm gonna have to say Courage the Cowardly Dog. I never found the show to be scary. I always thought he was funny. Like, despite the fact that he was scared, he was always risking something in order to save his owner, which was pretty cute. Then there's, how old are you? I am 22. What did you first think of Yemi when you first met her? This is funny because I thought she was really cool. And when our friend group started to hang out a lot, I was kind of intimidated by her because I felt like more people would because she was so cool and interesting. I thought that maybe like my friends at the time would like her more than me. And so I don't know, I just kind of felt intimidated by her. She was like really, to me she was really cool. Favorite color, my favorite color is pink. Not just any pink though, it has to be like a light pink. I don't really like going for hot pinks, but like light baby pink, pastel pink, that kind of color. But I also really like the color black. Okay, what are your thoughts on the ocean? I'm not a beach person. I do like looking at the ocean, but I also think it's really scary. Um, you never know what's out there, and you know, sometimes you see all those videos of like weird things in the ocean, and you're like, is that real or is that fake? I don't know if I'd ever go scuba diving. It's kind of scary. Also, the whole oxygen thing is kind of makes me nervous. So those are my thoughts on the ocean. It's aesthetically nice to look at, but I don't know about being in it. Okay, what's on your bucket list? To be honest, I don't have a bucket list, but I think a couple of things that I could put on my bucket list are saving money, traveling, meeting my favorite groups, or going to their concerts. So, do you have or have you ever had any pets? I have never had any pets. I was thinking of getting a fish, but I'm stuck between getting a cat or a fish. But you know, you can't have both unless you don't allow the cat inside the fish or near the fish, but we'll see. Why did you open a YouTube account? A lot of people were asking for a room tour, and you can't exactly do that on TikTok. So I just went ahead and opened up a YouTube account. Best memory with Yami. I think it'd have to be, it's so hard. I feel like it's always gonna go back to concerts because that's become our thing, and we always have so much fun seeing NCT and running into them and seeing them this close, because we were not expecting that. We were just going there for like the time and the experience. We were not expecting to be one of those people that like runs into like celebrity like outside, you know. So that was pretty cool. But I'm also stuck between that and the whole event with Ghost Nine, because that was your first fan sign event, and you know those don't come often here, so that was pretty cool. So it'd have to be two of those, one of those two. Okay, someone asked, do you share your room with your brother? Yes, I pretty much took up the room, but I do share a room with my brother. The next one is, how do you express your creativity? I think I express my creativity through fashion. It's fun to kind of come up with outfits or to just kind of accessorize it. And the last question for this section would be, what is your MBTI? I believe my MBTI is ENFJA. There's ENFJT, but mine is ENFJA. But yeah, ENFJ is extroverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. So the next questions are related to school and career. What was the toughest thing you experienced during college? It was the amount or the lack of sleep I was able to get, and kind of forcing myself not to procrastinate just because I would feel so burnt out and so overwhelmed. Then someone asked, what's your plan now after college? Just working, saving money, getting experience in my work field, which I'm already working on right now, and working on driving. What are you studying and majoring in school? I majored in early childhood education. So the next questions are about music. What type of other artists do you listen to? I listen to a lot of solo artists. I listen to Keshi, Nicki, Deep PR. I listen to Michael Jackson And I also listen to a lot of Selena. I also listen to a lot of classical music. Learned how to play violin when I was in elementary school, so that has influenced me a lot. And so I really love classical music. So when I used to study in school, I would listen to a lot of classical music. So someone asked, "Do you like Tyler the Creator?" I do like it. I Ever since then I've been wanting to get more into his music, and so I think I'm just gonna spend more time listening to his music and kind of getting the gist of his style and whatnot. But so far, I really like it. I do like his style. He knows how to dress, so I will add that. Favorite song currently, I'm gonna have to say that my favorite song currently is Monday to Sunday by Ghost 9. It's so cute. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say except you guys should listen to it. Maybe then you'll understand what I mean. But yeah, Monday to Sunday, best song of 2021. I'm gonna have to say Sticker. As soon as it came out and I heard Sticker, I was like, I know Nancy T is known for their noise music, but it really stuck out to me, and I don't know, I kind of like the kind of weird style that they do. So Sticker is gonna have to be it for me. The best song of 2021. The amount of times I repeated that song is insane. It shows up on my playlist way too many times. So moving on are questions about my room. So the first one is, what do you use to put up your posters or prints? I use nails, or I'll use like really good tape. What's your favorite thing about your room? Chucky is my favorite thing about my room. How do you know what and what not to buy for your room? Recently, before doing my room tour, I cleaned out a lot of my room and I took out things that I didn't need or use anymore. Now I think more about what I'm gonna put in my room. I consider if it fits the look or the aesthetic that I want it to go with. I know not to buy any more furniture right now just because there's no space for more furniture. I know not to buy things that I know I'm not gonna use again or use if I ever move out in the future. I don't really like to buy a bunch of little things just because it makes like my space cluttered. I like to have space like on my desk to like actually like do things. How did you get your room to be so aesthetic? I don't know, it's a process. First off, you have to have, I guess, things to display that you want to display. I kind of searched up how I want my room aesthetic to look like, or what vibe I want to have. But it helps to go on Pinterest. As like cliche as it sounds, Pinterest is very helpful. Because you can get ideas. Sometimes you don't know like what to do with a piece of furniture, but if you go on Pinterest and you kind of search up how different people might decorate that, you kind of know. So the next questions are about my tattoos. Someone said, your tattoos are so dope. Which one is your favorite one? I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite one. When it comes to favorites, I really can't choose just because there's like so many things to consider. I don't know. I don't think I have one favorite one. They all like mean something to me, or they're all just something that I really, really like and kind of want to reflect through a tattoo, you know? What made you want to get tattoos? I work at the grocery store, and a lot of my coworkers, to me, they all seem really cool, and a lot of them have tattoos. I always found it cool how you can express yourself with a tattoo or your interest or things you like, you know? And so as I got to work where I work and I'd see people with tattoos, I guess I could say that I was influenced by that. And so to me, not only were tattoos cool, but they're also a cool way to express your creativity. But I guess the more I saw tattoos and looked up art on tattoos and like different artists, the more I like really wanted one. I really thought I was gonna be the person that would get one and that'd be like it, but that wasn't the case. And so now I'm like, not fully, I'm not covered up with tattoos, but like now I want more. Okay, so next question is actually, how many tattoos do you have? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tattoos. For some reason I thought I had 9, but then when I was counting them, I was like, where did I get 9 from? But I have 3 here, and then I have um the other ones on this arm. Pretty much all of them are here. I don't know if it's the sleeve. I don't think it's a sleeve. It might become a sleeve. I don't know. I don't want it to be cluttered up. I don't want it to be like, I'm very particular about when I get what I want to get. But at the same time, I'm like, ooh, sometimes I get in the like mindset of like, oh, that would be cool to get, but I really want to like think it through, because also it's like money, and it's sometimes it's like it can be a lot. Okay, and somebody asked for a tattoo tour. I did post one up on TikTok. I am thinking of getting 1 or 2 this year, but I have to save up for one of them. So maybe then I'll do another tattoo tour. Next question is, what tattoo do you want to get next and where? Okay, I'm so prepared for this question. So I'm gonna go back to the books I got. Well, I guess I should explain it first. So one of the tattoos I've been really wanting to get are cherry blossoms, but whenever I look up tattoos of cherry blossoms, the same thing always pops up, and so I want to be a little more original and creative about what I get and how. And so I'm glad I waited out this long since I first got tattoos, because now I really want to know how I want the cherry blossoms to come out. Um so there are 2 books. They're both the same series, but this book and this book. The characters, one of them is represented by butterflies, and sometimes they have them like white butterflies or red butterflies. But I think the red butterflies would look good, especially with the type of like art style that I'm going for. Then I realized, oh, I can combine the cherry blossoms because they're also illustrated in the art for this series. The art for this series is really pretty, and it's one of like my favorites. And so I figured that I could combine all 3 elements together. And so pretty much I've been saving this spot on my arm for that tattoo. The artist that does a lot of illustrations for that series, every time I see them posted, I picture myself getting that. I feel like it fits the look and the aesthetic that I want for my tattoos. And I think it fits because the butterflies and the cherry blossoms are like something very like delicate and very feminine to me. The character itself that I want is very like feminine looking. They do a lot of art like this. And I pictured that, cherry blossoms and the red butterflies. The cherry blossoms I think would also be red, but like just that small detail of red while everything else is like black and white just seems like it'd be fitting. And there's a specific artist I really want to go to. I really love the art style they do, and they do mostly black and white, thin lining with hints of red ink, like this one. And so I just think for that tattoo that I want, it'd be really perfect. So that's the next tattoo I want to get. I have to save up because I don't want to disrespect the artist by setting a budget that's like not worthy of the time and the effort that they put into the tattoo. The next question is, do you ever feel shy about your anime tattoos, or do you ever feel embarrassed? No, I think if you spend your time worrying and caring about what other people think about things you do or what you get, it's just like you can't please everyone. You know, there's always gonna be people who judge you or people who don't like it or don't like what you get, but I don't. But no, I do not. Otherwise, I wouldn't get them. So my friend who actually did most of my tattoos asked tattoo or tattoo of Armin. As much as I really like Armin, I think I really want to get that tattoo I mentioned just because it's so pretty and I literally cannot get it out of my head. Like I'm picturing it and like just thinking about it. So I think I'd have to say tattoo because that would mean theoretically that I'd have the money for it. But maybe Armin would go on this arm. I'm still thinking it's either him or Zenitsu. I don't know because Demon Slayer is like really good too and I really like it. Okay, so the next set of questions are about fashion. How would you define your style? I don't think I have one set style. As the years have gone by, I've grown more comfortable in my skin and like I said, I express myself creatively through fashion and I just get so much influence and ideas. I feel like I try out anything. My style is very like it's very random. Some days I'll dress more like a more boyish. Other days I'll dress up more girly. But I try not to like stay within those like labels. You know, it's like it's clothing. It's fashion. You can wear whatever you want as long as it's like the important thing is that you feel comfortable in your skin and comfortable wearing that. And if it gives you confidence, like why the hell not wear it? You know. So yeah. What kind of aesthetics would you like to dress as or try? Aesthetics. I don't think I want to try like any like specific aesthetic per se. I, I'm I'm more willing to try any outfit rather than like aesthetic. It's just outfit because it's just an outfit that I'd like to try just because you can mix and match different elements of like one aesthetic with another aesthetic. So I don't know. Where do you get your bucket hats from? I get them from Urban. Urban has a lot of great hats. I only really get hats from there if like I really like it. I've gotten a few hats from H&M. Next question is, who is your fashion inspiration? I have to say that Taeyong and Jennie for Blackpink, they're my fashion inspiration. I really like the image or the style that Jennie has going on. It's like chic but also like down dressed down. When you see her post, it looks really comfortable, but at the same time she'll like dress up. Sometimes I'll check out different Instagram profiles and just kind of look at what they wear and what they dress. And I picture myself wearing that. And sometimes it's like a yes or sometimes it's a no. Or sometimes I take different elements of what they're wearing and just kind of think about probably adding them to my own collection of clothes. The next question is, what is your style inspo and main places you shop? I mainly shop at Urban. I do a lot of Target. When H&M was open, I used to do a lot of H&M. But I also thrift. The next set of questions, the last set of questions I have are from related to anime, manga, and then K-pop. First question for anime and manga is, what's your favorite anime? I don't have a favorite anime. I'm not very... I can't choose favorites because there's so many different genres and like and different styles of anime. It's so hard to choose just one. So I know you can't really answer this without saying one, but I don't have a favorite one. Okay, the next one is, what was your first ever manga or anime? So my first ever anime was Naruto. But if I really think back, when I was younger, my aunt used to take care of me and my sister, and my cousins being boys would always have like the TV on and the show on, so I know for sure that Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon were my earliest ones. Yeah. For my first ever manga, Naruto was the first manga I ever read, but I never got to completely finish reading it. My public library had some of the volumes, but they didn't have the whole collection, so I kind of read what I could. But yeah, Naruto was my first manga. The next question is, who is your comfort character? I'm gonna go with Killua or Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. What anime have you been into nowadays? Right now, I'm up to date with Attack on Titan. I'm also watching Sasaki and Miyano. I'm also watching Dress Up Darling. I'm also watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I'm on season 3. I think it's season 3. Stardust Crusaders. It got really, really good, but I wasn't watching it for a couple months, a couple weeks, but it reached a point where it got really, really good. So I'm like really making progress on that. The next question is, what anime do you want to watch next? I made a list of anime just because I get so many recommendations and there's so many that I see. But I think I would want to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion and Baki, which is on Netflix. The next question is, if you watched the new AOT season, what are your thoughts? It is insane. Last night I caught up to the last 2 recent episodes and I stayed away from the manga, but it's insane. I was not there's so many things I wasn't expecting from the recent episodes, and God, I could talk about it, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But yeah, there's it's hard to tell who's right or who's wrong. It's one of those shows that's there's no one's right, but at the same time no one's wrong. Neither one side or the other wins or is wrong about what they're kind of speaking up for. But it's insane, but it's a really good show. It's really good. The next question is, what mangas would you recommend? Stuff similar to Nana or Versus if you read this, and can you recommend some manga for newbies? Personally, I started off with Naruto, but when I got back into manga again, late in high school, late in college, I started off with the softer things like high school romance manga intros. Other than Naruto, I didn't fully read the series, but I started off with Otomen. This book is one of the first ones that I got back into. It's really cute. It's about this guy who really likes girly things, but he's expected to act manly, and so he has to hide that part of himself. Whereas there's a girl who is more masculine and she doesn't have the skills a girl should have. And so he's attracted to her for that reason, but he comes to find out that she's into the more masculine guys. And so he has to hide that girly side of him, not only from himself and others, but also from her, in order to kind of be able to confess his feelings for her. But it's really cute, and the art, the cover on the books is they're really, really pretty, and so I would recommend this one. But stuff similar to Nana, I don't know, because I haven't really read Nana. I don't know what it's about. I know it's really good. It's a good series, and I actually did see the first volume today at the bookstore, but I don't know. I'd have to check it out first to see what it's going for. I mean, I feel like Fruits Basket might be something because it deals with deep topics, I guess. I would say Dengeki Daisy. This one's also really cute. So this girl is an orphan and she lost her older brother in an in an accident, and she's left with the phone. And through the phone, she talks with a person named Daisy. She doesn't know who Daisy is, and she's never met Daisy. But Daisy comes out to be her source of strength for getting through life. Then going to school, there is a janitor there. Not like an old janitor, so like don't get the wrong idea, but a young man who works there, and well, I recommend that one. Anime recommendations. Okay, these are a little more easier to go for. But for people first getting into anime, I would say Yuri on Ice, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. It's really short and it's also really cute. Demon Slayer. Um, Can't Communicate. That's also a good one. It's on Netflix, so if you guys have Netflix, it'll be easier to watch. Yeah, those were like beginners. Netflix has a lot of like high school romance animes as well as like other shorter series that you guys can watch. So like any of those will do. Um, it's a pretty good selection for like people just beginning to get into watching anime. And if you're not big on reading, I know that sometimes watching it is always a little more interesting and fun. So there's that. The next questions are on K-pop. The first one is, when did you start biasing Taeyong? What made you old Taeyong? When did you know he was your bias, and how did he become your bias? So Taeyong became my bias after we saw them in concert when they first came to the US. He was my bias when we went to see them, but I was still kind of getting to know the members, and kind of seeing them live in person can really change your perspective about that artist. But seeing him in person and then running into him was really what made it for me, and just seeing his energy up on stage was crazy. So that was when I started really getting into more of Taeyong, and like who he is. How did you get into NCT, and who's your bias from each NCT unit? I got into NCT, I think I first saw their Cherry Bomb video, and I really liked that song. And then I saw their Limitless video. I know Limitless was their debut, but I saw that video after Cherry Bomb, and there's different opinions about that debut song, but I really liked it. I really liked their style. So those music videos were what did it for me. And my biases for each unit: NCT Dream, Jaemin, but then Renjun is my bias wrecker. NCT U, Songchan is my bias, but then 10. NCT 127, Taeyong is my bias, but then Utah is my bias wrecker. From Wavy, Xiaojun is my bias. NCT, all of NCT, obviously Taeyong is going to be my bias. Your olds and groups. What K-pop groups do you stan? NCT, P1 Harmony, Day6, The Boys, Twice, Blackpink, ENHYPEN, Red Velvet, Ghost 9, only one of SF9, TXT, TVXQ, 2 p.m. is what really got me into K-pop. Then I think I'm pronouncing this wrong. CIX, 6, Victon, The Rose, and BTS. There's so many other groups, but these are the groups that really popped up on my playlist. Favorite concert? It's between 3 of them. BTS, because we were literally almost at the barricade. And it was just, they're really great performers. But between BTS, the NCT concert, and then Ghost 9, because of the whole fan sign event, that was a different experience in itself. It's really hard. It's hard to choose just one favorite concert. What girl groups are you into? Blackpink and Twice and Red Velvet, a little bit of Luna, um, aespa. Yeah, I think those are the only girl groups I'm really into. Was Taeyong the first bias you picked when you first got into NCT? Yes, he was. But at the same time, Utah was like caught my eye. Like I said, I first saw Cherry Bomb, and if you guys have seen the outfits and um the whole theme and look they were going for, they both of them really caught my eye. If you remember Utah and Cherry Bomb, yeah, he caught my eye. And then Taeyong had pink hair during this era, and I pink started becoming one of my favorite colors then. And so when I saw that he had pink hair, I literally died. So yeah, but yeah, pretty much Taeyong was always my bias, and he was the first one that I picked when I first got into NCT. Favorite NCT album and title track? It's definitely gonna be Cherry Bomb, Cherry Bomb. But Sticker comes close to being my favorite album and title track. But then their Neo Zone, their second album, they also, that album I really liked. They had a lot of cute songs like Boom, and the outfits are really good too. So I don't know, it's it's really hard. But I think Cherry Bomb, I always go back to Cherry Bomb. Every time Cherry Bomb plays in my playlist, like out of nowhere, I think back to when I first got to them, and it always wins. Who is your ultimate group in bias? It used to be BTS, but pretty much I ultimate in bias NCT now. So yeah, and my ultimate bias is Taeyong for sure. Although Shin is coming very close to that right now. Have you ever considered standing 17? Yes, and I have listened to most of their discography, but it's hard to choose when there's like that many members. Then again, I shouldn't be saying that because NCT probably has like more, but I don't know. It's kind of overwhelming because I know that 17 has a lot of very talented members in their group. So, but yeah, I'm slowly getting back into them. The next question is, what is your favorite album of 2021? Sticker. Yeah, Sticker is definitely my favorite album of 2021. How did you get into Ghost 9? So I got into Ghost 9 after watching one of their those videos. They did a video with Spanish speakers where they guess a song, and I don't know, something about their energy really was interesting, and so I checked out their I listened to their music, and after that I was just like really I was really interested in getting to know them more. So that's how I got into Ghost 9. Who was your first ever bias in group in K-pop? 2PM, and I think my bias was either between Jungho or Junkei or Junkei. It was during the time where I was getting back into anime, and the first anime I watched again was Blue Exorcist. One of their songs in the show was by 2PM. So then I listened to the song on YouTube, and then I found out that they were a K-pop group, and then it just went from there. What other K-pop groups do you stand that you think are underrated? For sure, Ghost 9 is underrated. I recently have listened to EPEX, Epics. They're definitely underrated. I really like two of their songs. How and when did you get into K-pop? How long have you been a K-pop stan? It was the summer before my junior year that I got into K-pop, and since then I've been a K-pop stan. So I don't know, that was almost 6 years. I've been a K-pop stan for almost 6 years. K-pop song recommendations. Cyanide by EPEX, Monday to Sunday by Ghost9, Sage by Only One Of, their song Gaslighting, and Skins also. Who are your biases and bias wreckers? Okay, from NCT, Taeyong is my bias, but my bias wreckers are Utah, Doyoung, yeah, from TXT, Bomgyu is my bias, but my bias wrecker is Yeonjun. Shin is my bias from Ghost9, and my bias wreckers are pretty much all of them after Shin. From Day 6, my bias is Youngtae. Who is your AT's bias? Hongjung. Every time he posts, his outfits like really, I don't know, I feel like I tend to go for those who are really like into like fashion or posting their outfits, and so I think he's my AT's bias. Are there new groups that you're considering standing? Epic's EPEX, Only One Of, for sure. And then there's Gravity. I have one of their albums, but I still haven't like really like seen the members, so I'm really I'm considering standing them. But those three groups are who I'm considering right now. Who is your Twice bias? So my Twice bias is Dahyun. I think my bias wrecker is Chaeyoung. So the next question is favorite PC you own. So I have a quite a few PCs of like Bomgyu, and I don't know, it's really hard to choose. I don't know. I don't have a favorite PC. Yeah, I don't have a favorite PC. I can't answer that question. But someone did ask what PC is my favorite when it comes to Taeyong. Looking at the ones I have, I think that one would be this one. I don't know if you can see it, but this is probably my favorite Taeyong PC at the moment. It's hard to just choose one because every like outfit or every look they go for is like, I don't know, and it's like you're talking about like individual idols PCs. It's hard to choose just one favorite. It's just hard. I think that's it for all the questions. This was fun. A lot of these questions were really good, but they were also hard to answer. Like, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing of the magazines I got and the haul for the books I got. I also read the little comments you guys pasted if it wasn't a question. You guys are really sweet. But yeah, that was it for this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.